Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reaching out readings. There's one video, two readings, and first one I'm going to do is going to look at will they reach out, their motivation behind that, their intentions, what they want, that sort of thing. And then it'll be time stamped. The second reading is going to be should you reach out. These readings will be independent of each other. So it's not like the second reading is going to depend on what the first reading said. You can use your own judgment though and be like, well, I don't want to stick around for this one if it's saying that they're not interested in me reaching, that sort of thing. But they're independent readings. Okay. What else? Also, shout out to Tyler's Tarot. He's been doing should you reach out, or he has done should you reach out and will they reach out videos in the past, long before I started putting them in my rotation. Just wanted to give credit where credit is due. So his link's in the description box below, so hopefully you get a chance to check him out. Show him some love if you haven't already. All right, the second is the recommend or reader shout outs go to Stormy Grace. She's an astrologer. And Suit of Cups Tarot. So their links will be in the description box below, and hopefully you can check them out and show them some love and support as well. This reading is designed to resonate regarding a romantic situation with your person, but could also resonate work, job, career, passion project, friendship, or family. All right, there we go. All right, Scorpio, let's see how you do here. Will they reach out for Scorpio? Will they reach out? So we got the moon there. That's Pisces or Cancer also. Okay. Will they reach out? We got the Hermit here. Eight of Swords. Does that help? Not really. Yeah, no, still not. Okay, so this is the moon. You're just gonna have to take my word for it because I know the glare is blinding. This is metallic here, so it's not, it can't be helped. Eight of Swords, Ace of Cups, Hermit, Queen of Wands, Two of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Wands, Sun, Nine of Pentacles. Why is this crooked? Why do you do that? Okay. All right, so we could be dealing with Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Virgo, Libra, Sagittarius. All right, Scorpio. Will they reach out? Okay, so what's the, well, yeah. What's this Eight of Swords about? There's a lot going on for this person. Yeah, there's a lot more that they're trying to understand or decipher. There really needs to be some light shed. This confusion and uncertainty and instability needs to be reckoned with. There needs to be light shed on that. What else? What's this Queen of Wands? Are they angry? What's this Queen of Swords about? We could have, let's see, we got sincere friendship and we've got news. So this is probably somebody you've been with for quite some time. I don't see any nines here, do I? Yes, I see two nines. All right, so we got sincere friendship. Is that what I already did? Did I already do the nines? No. Let's see. Three nines. Success. Okay. All right. And two queens is sincere friendship. Three nines is it success? Is it really? Yeah, I do. What's this Queen of Swords about? Could be Libra. What's this Queen of Swords about? Yeah. Ooh, what's this king? Oh boy, what's this King of Wands about? Yeah. Okay, so get ready, Scorpio, incoming. This person's not going to go quietly into that good night. This is somebody that wants some understanding, wants to talk, wants to make a difference, wants to make things right. We got the King and Queen of Wands here. This is somebody that feels like you are their person and their partner, and they want to talk. They want to have some discussions, and yes. Okay, very clear on that. This is somebody that's going to be coming in hot, and they don't know what to do. They're not able, boobies. They're not able to make sense of this ending. They're really just, they're not doing well with the way things ended, and they feel like they want to fight for this relationship. For some of you, it could be that somebody's independent streak is causing problems in the relationship. I don't think it's that so much though, because it's much deeper than that. We got that moon over there, and this is them just feeling really bewildered and confused and lost, and like things are not what they used to be, and not knowing how to make sense of that. And so we go back and forth from this fear and just this profound instability or insecurity, and not knowing, you know, oh my gosh, and doing the soul searching, to wanting to fix it and coming in hot like gangbusters and wanting to say their piece and convince and resolve, because they look at this Two of Cups here and this Empress. That's the ideal relationship. Yeah, and look, they love you. They love you, Scorpio. All right, so what's this Nine of Pentacles about? Wow. Okay, what's this? This is Two of Swords. This is Two of Swords. Oh, okay, yay. Sorry. A bit intense here. All right, so this could be Taurus, could be Gemini, Taurus, or Libra, or Aquarius. This is somebody that it looks like it's going to be, they want to work this out, and they think it's worth it. They want to give the attention that it's due, and part of it's because there's a truce or an agreement reached. There's like a stalemate, or, okay, I'll listen. All right, fine, you talk, I'll listen. It's like, okay, just give me a chance. And over time, there is, I want to say convincing, but healing. There's that restoration, shall we say. So this is not going to happen overnight, Scorpio, but it looks like they're coming in hot, and they do think that this relationship is worth it. Perhaps they feel like, you know, you've waited long enough or something. I don't know. There's something about them kind of having thought about it long enough and come to terms with that which was confusing or unstable. Perhaps this is them looking at their own life and trying to figure out their own mess, because this right here doesn't jive with them feeling this profound sense of uncertainty and instability and insecurity in a relationship. This is someone that's not doing well with a breakup and has every intention of coming back in and trying to convince you that, hey, I love you, this is worth it, let me show you. And over time, you know, you getting your due. And over time, things heal. Over time, there is eventual movement forward and communication. But at first, it's like, okay, you're doing all the talking because I'm just listening. You know, what do you have to say? What? That sort of thing. Okay, so they want this. They want reconciliation. They do plan to reach out. Imminently so. Yeah, imminently. What else for Scorpio? Free-flowing rush of emotions. Someone's finally, this Nine of Pentacles here, and the Moon, someone's finally giving your due, giving your emotions, your emotional commitment, or how you feel about something, the attention it deserves. Both of these are about that psychic connection, that soul connection, that free flow of energy between somebody that there's just that natural fit with, or that they feel that way with. This is also success. in an emotional endeavor or issue. Okay, so we've got Fish and the Moon. Is that Fish? King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. So the King of Pentacles, that's all about, sometimes, is that the husband card? Sometimes they call that the husband card. And the Eight of Cups, which, ironically, well, not ironically, interestingly enough, the Moon features prominently in the Eight of Cups card. Emotions are highlighted, and it's an emotional decision to walk away or to make the strategic move. And we got the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. So this is somebody that's most likely, pardon me, this is someone that's made the strategic decision to either walk away from a situation or leave something behind and move towards, like leave behind something over here to move towards something else that they want. Sometimes it's about a physical move as well. So this is someone that is probably making the very solitary, independent decision after some time has been taken and there's been some thinking, because King of Pentacles is Virgo. So after there's been a period of time thinking, sorting things out. They've made their decision, and this is them either moving away from something and moving towards something else, either or and. So I feel like this is them figuring out what to do over here, because we've got this sort of progression to them finally being like, okay, you know what, I'm ready to do the thing. I'm ready to, I don't want to say make it worth your while, not like that, but this just feels like it's everything. Like this is giving the relationship, much like the Moon right here, the attention that it deserves, and making the choice to basically invest in this, in the security of the relationship. It's like someone kind of leaves and then comes back in the fold. They go on kind of like this walkabout, you know, has to break away, think about something. They're not doing well with the ending, but they don't want to come back until they've understood what they're uncertain about, what's confusing them, why that, until they've understood all that, the why. Okay, what else for Scorpio? Knight of Wands. Okay, so yeah, coming in hot. See that here? All we need is the Page of Wands, right? We've got the Knight of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. This is someone that's going to be taking action and moving towards what they want. So making strategic decisions, being quietly in control, shall we say. Perhaps they've spent the time when soul searching talking to someone about the confusion, about figuring this out, because Two Kings is minor counsel. And then the decision is made for all intents and practical purposes, and they're moving towards what they want. And with that Eight of Cups there, it's about leaving an emotionally taxing situation behind, or that which is no longer serving them, and moving towards what could be. And that's what this Knight of Wands about. Okay. What else? Didn't I have one more? No. What else for Scorpio? Scorpio. Alright, so the Sun. Okay, so the King of... Alright, so the Sun reversed and the King of Cups reversed. So this is somebody that is not very emotionally balanced right now. I'm not laughing, certainly, but this is someone that is probably either not... Well, I shouldn't... You know what? That doesn't feel right. It feels like more like they're in kind of like suspension. Like they're... This is being unclear, very much Moon energy here. This could be Pisces, right? King of Cups is Pisces. Pisces are Cancer. But this could be, and this could be Leo, but this is the Sun reversed. And this could be... They don't see things clearly right now. Things are not illuminated. This is not the Sun is the happiest card in the deck, so it is about being overall happy or content. But right now, regarding this particular situation, it could be that things are not resolving, that it's kind of a downtime. It's Someone might be a little sad right now. On the whole, things are contented, or they might be contented, but right now they're kind of sad, kind of down. Maybe they're all over the place emotionally, but I think it's more, it feels like it's more, this doesn't feel like it's somebody that's really manipulative and emotionally tyrannical. This reading is too positive for that. I think what this is someone needs clarity on something, and they're trying to use logic and intuition and not be emotional about it. This is someone that's not looking at things from an emotionally balanced perspective so much as they are trying to look at things logically and intuitively. This could be male or female. So it's not tapping into their emotions either way. It's suspending that and using logic and intuition. Okay. To understand. To try and figure out what they want. This, when they come back in, it's not done lightly. This is not going to be coming in like gangbusters. It could be immediate after they decide, but while they're still deliberating, deciding, and feeling kind of trapped or stuck and trying to sort things out, that they're not going to be making any sudden moves. Once they figure it out, then they'll be going after what they want. But the reaching out is going to be soon. I don't think they're going to, I don't know, I don't think this is going to be taking too long to deliberate once they figure it out. I'd say inside of 3 months. It's going to be happening soon. All right, okay, so thank you for stopping by, Scorpio. I'm going to clear this away and get to the next reading, which is the Should You Reach Out reading. It is independent of this reading, so it's not like I'm taking this and then building on it. Just wanted you to know that. Okay, thank you for stopping by. I hope it works out with this person, if that's what you want. All right, take care. All right, hello Scorpio. Welcome to your Should You Reach Out reading. Some of you might be sticking around from the last reading. Hi. Others of you are just joining. Welcome. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the Recommend a Reader shout out, which goes to Stormy Grace and Suit of Cups Tarot. There's two of them. Stormy's an astrologer, and Suit of Cups Tarot is a tarot reader. All right. So love and support to them. Hopefully you get a chance to stop by, check them out, show them some love. And also shout out to Tyler's Tarot. I work these readings into my rotation intermittently, the Should You Reach Out and the Will They Reach Out. But he's been doing it for quite some time, and I just want to give a shout out and credit where credit's due. I don't get around much on YouTube as far as, you know, going to other readings or whatnot, but I am aware that he does it. I'm not aware that anybody else does it. It's not to say that they don't, certainly, but I just wanted to give credit where credit's due from what I've seen. All right. All right, Scorpio, should you reach out? Should Scorpio reach out? Scorpio, should you reach out? Just as a reminder, this is independent from the last reading. It might the other reading might show up here, and it might be, especially if it's resonating with your situation, they might play off of each other, but it's not intended for that. Okay, so we got the Knight of Wands. All right, thinking about reaching out, thinking about. Actually, this could be in the process of actually doing it. This is all about movement and action and timing. So. Could be well on your way or wanting to do that. Hanged Man could be Pisces or Cancer. No, it could be just Pisces. Let's be honest, Pisces. The Sun, that could be Leo. This could be Leo also. So we got Leo here. The Hierophant, this could be Taurus. Good gracious, we got 3 out of 4 so far. Oh, good golly, the Devil. All right, that could be Capricorn. 7 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So this could be, all right, we got the Devil and we got 2 aces. That could be deceit, deception, trickery, things being deliberately obscured, feeling bound, held back, not seeing things clearly. All right, so what's this Sun about? Okay, so you know, if you were to reach out, I think it would compound things. I think this, okay, hold on a minute. What's this Sun about? What's this Sun about? Yeah, because we got the 7 of Cups here too. So this is, I don't know that they want, I don't know that they want you to reach out. Hold on a minute. Because it feels like things are, it's almost like it's contingent upon some sort of confession or them finding out what really happened. Like it could be that they want you to come clean about something or like to explain something. Either they want to understand what has not been made clear, they want to understand what the confusion's all about, or they want some choices and ideas from you. Like it's like, okay, I'll listen. What do you have to say? But I'm not sure it's going to help if you do reach out, because this is someone that's kind of, they could go either way. The only thing is they don't want to go back to the way it was. It's either forward or bust, you know? So this is someone that could be receptive to listening, but I don't know that they have any strong feelings about it either way. I think they're more concerned with forward movement than they are any kind of emotional attachment to anybody at this point. So I don't know that they're really all that keen on a reconciliation or even hearing from you. They could take it or leave it. They just don't want to go back to the way things were. What's this Hangman about? What's this here? Okay, so we got the World. Also boobies. What's this Hierophant about? Hierophant. What's it about? So we got the Libra. No, I always do that. Justice. That could be Libra. This is kind of indifferent. Like, what's this? Maybe this. What's this 7 of Cups about? Wow, this is someone that really wants it left open-ended. I think they're more concerned about what their future prospects are. Look, we got 2 aces here, than they are connection with anybody, really. It's almost like if you were to reach out, they want to know what is being offered. And they want to know what the parameters are. Like, okay, have you dealt with this? Or what's going on here? I want this explained. I want to understand why. I want this, you know, I'm feeling kind of unsure about this. Or I feel like something's happened. What about this? Explain that. That sort of thing. What's this 9 of Pentacles about? They want you to put in the work. What's this Devil about? Okay, it could be that the reason why they want the parameters explained is they're like, are you going to put in the work? Are you going to make this a priority? Or is it that I need you to not be a workaholic? I think this is more like, look, I need you to work towards this, and I need assurances that there's going to be sort of this commitment to, was it one-sided before? Is that what it was? Because this is codependency right here. This is having a very strong emotional attachment to that which is holding you back or is not good for you, but you're all emotionally wrapped up in it. This could, you know what? This could also be too much indulging in party time with friends. somebody that's kind of taken the whole diva thing to the next level. Could be that. So this is someone that is to the point where they want to make sure that there's going to be, the relationship's going to be the priority, or that they are going to get their due in the relationship, that they're going to be a priority, that they're not going to be taken for granted, that they're not going to be emotionally manipulated, that they're not going to be placed second fiddle to some kind of indulgence, or that they're going to be kind of held hostage by somebody's, well, by, I hate to say by your, but this could be Cancer and Capricorn also, but that someone's going to have their stuff in check and know how to manage their stuff. They want choices, options, they want clarity. They want to know how and why this is going to work out. Yeah, no pressure, right? This is, yeah, just a, you know, this, like, if this is a lot of work, this is going to be a lot of work. They're going to not be wanting to go into this blindly. And they are kind of, it's not that they're indifferent. They're just feeling like, you know what, unless this person steps up and makes the changes and whatnot, there's nothing that I can do. Like, my hands are clean on this one, because I feel like I've made myself clear. I've done what I can, and it's up to them now. And I feel like they're just like, okay, well, it's just hands off. There's this sort of not involvement with each other until they feel like you make the changes behind reconnection. And they're not even interested in a reconciliation. So if that's not what it is either. This is the damnedest thing. It's a bit obscured. What's this Ace of Wands? What's this Ace of Wands about? Knight of Wands. Ooh, you see that over here too. What's this Ten of Cups about? Five of Cups. What's this Ace of Pentacles? You know what? This is someone that, okay, this, whatever's going on is not over. This is someone that wants assurances and parameters about what and why your plan is. I want choices. I want options. I'm not going to commit to anything. I want to see you put in the work first. And I want choices and options, and I'm still going to leave this open-ended. It's not going to go either way, because I recognize that this could go either way. We've got two cards of endings here, and this is someone that is not attached to any outcome. And I think it might be because they don't trust that it will work out. They kind of, yeah, they're not sure that any promises will stick. This Hierophant and the Justice, though, that's... I've never... This is a damnedest thing. It's like they could take you reaching out or not. But if you do reach out, they're going to want answers, they're going to want promises, they're going to want commitments. Or at least understanding why. They don't want to have to make a commitment, though, but they're going to want to see that you're committed to earning them back. That's what it is. So they're going to leave everything open-ended. There's no commitment on their part. They want to see what you can do for them, what you plan to do. They plan, with or without this, to go after what they want. And it looks like that's what I don't understand. I feel like the only reason they'd want you to reach out was to kind of explain things and put in the effort, and even still, there's no guarantees. We've got disappointment over here and grieving a happily ever after. So is it that no matter all your time and effort, it still looks like they bail and go after and do it, or go leave and do what they want? Like, I don't... What else for this Ace of Wands? They were okay after things ended. They were okay with it. They felt like things were as it should be, as things were as they should be, that balance and order and tradition and conventionalism were restored. What's this Knight of Wands? It could be Pisces or Cancerian. This is them going after what they truly want. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Moon. And if they don't know what they want, they're going to figure it out. But this is them wanting to go after. So we got the Moon and the Seven of Swords here. Both are cards of deception and to some degree like wishful thinking that could sabotage. More so this than that. But that is about, this could be about self-deception, as could this be. So wanting to understand. Okay, so this is someone, that's what it is. That, okay. So this is someone that reach out, fine, don't reach out, fine. I'm on a mission to figure my business out. And if you want to reach out, that's okay, but it better not get in the way of me going after what I want and figuring out what I want and understanding stuff. Like they're on the kind of this quest, it feels like. And so it kind of feels like there's not, you're not really gonna make a difference if you do reach out, that there's still going to be some disappointment and sadness for you over this, that it's in fact might not work out if you do reach out. The thing is, that would be if you're going in with the idea for a reconciliation, because they are not. I think they want understanding and closure, but I don't think they're attached to any kind of reconciliation. I think they could go either way. It does not seem like it makes a difference to them if you do reach out. In fact, if you do, they're going to put up all these requirements and parameters that it's going to be a deterrent for you to want to reach out probably. They just don't have any trust. They're going to be like, well, I want to see this and that, and then even still there's going to be no guarantees. And it's more about, it could even be that the more you offer for trust and security, that it won't be enough because maybe their trust has been broken before. And then over here is them trying to figure it out by themselves, with or without you. But it's almost like it doesn't matter what you do, it's just not going to be enough because they're not going to be able to trust again. And I think this really shook them at first, and now they're just trying to make something meaningful out of it. They're really trying to understand. They really want to get to the bottom of what happened and understand why it happened. So if you do reach out, it's not about reconciliation, it's about answers. And for some of you, it could be they want to put you through the paces and find out this, but the machinating of that, like them sitting there going, well, what about this? Like raising the bar, constantly going, well, then I want this. Well, then what about that? It's going to be too much. So should you? No. Better that this new beginning be about what you going within and what you find out there. This is about you going off on your own, because it looks like there's disappointment with this attempt at reconciliation or attempt to right the wrong that was done, perhaps, or this happily ever after to get it back on track. Looks like there's disappointment, and it's all for naught, because this person's just they're not gonna be into it. So first they set up all these parameters, and then they're off and doing what they want anyway. They're like on this quest to figure out, you know, what the heck happened or went wrong, independent of you and your reaching out. Their mind is completely on something else. So it's almost like they could take it or leave it. I don't think that sounds... so all that effort, and then there's disappointment anyway. No thanks. No. What else for Scorpio? We got the lily and the mountain. So this is, you can see that good. Lily and the mountain. This is resolution, things working out, brighter days, that sort of thing, things resolving. It's like that which doesn't kill you, make you stronger. There's kind of old wisdom here with the lily that always feels kind of sage-like. Or I should say, more often than not, it feels like sage-like advice. This is King of Swords. So this is all about, I shouldn't say all about, but it's about wisdom. It's about diplomacy. It's about initiating, starting, seeing something through on the basis of truth, what works, and a quest or that sort of can-do attitude. Let's figure this out. Let's resolve this. Let's move on this. So, and then we've got the Mountain. What was that? 9 of Swords? 8 of Wands, which is interchangeable with the Swords. So we've got the King of Wands, King of Swords and the 8 of Wands. So this could be not knowing how to move forward, feeling like there's no way to move forward, that they don't know what to do to get them out of a certain situation, or feeling stuck. This to me kind of feels like this right here. It's like they're just being on a mission. They really want to figure out a way out. And I think that's more important. I don't think they find relief or reprieve in reconciliation or even contact. I think it's more about them getting answers, but I don't think reconnecting would offer any kind of anything for them. So if you're going to reach out, fine, but it's not going to be about romance for them. They want answers and clarity and understanding, and this is almost like, it just feels like they really want to resolve this within themselves so they don't keep repeating the same mistakes, or they don't find themselves in the same situation again. And they might go like, did I ever do this? Or was this about that? Or, you know, or hey, I need this back, but it's not going to be anything romantic based. This is not about that for them. I think they're fine with the ending. They feel like, you know, justice was served and they can get back to things being normal. But, oh, I have some questions. Did this ever happen? Or why did you do this? Or why did the... But that's it. This is... So we got problems and isolation and feeling neglected and all that. But then also there's somebody that's like, you know, they see that it's actually worked out for the best. But I do have some questions. You know what I mean? It feels very Fool energy. Feels very Fool-ish. Like their head's kind of in the clouds and their focus is completely on this, or they're preoccupied with understanding more than they are connection and reconnection. They really want to not have this happen again. And I think instead of realizing that, they might put up all these parameters like, well, I want to know about this. The bottom line is they can't trust. They don't trust, whether it's because of you, which I don't think it is, or a prior issue, which I think that's what it is. That's what they're in search of. That's the quest that they're on, is to understand that. You're just kind of somebody that shows up that they can pick their brain. But it's very strange the way this feels. Okay. All right. What else for Scorpio here? What else for Scorpio? What else for Scorpio? Knight of Swords. There's that quest again. So we've got, yeah, this is someone that's, well, 2 Knights is intimacy, but this is also very independent. And so this is something that somebody does kind of on their own and just takes up and goes after something. It's very independent. It's unexpected. It's not very stable, but they don't really care about that because they're just only worried about taking care of themselves and their needs. This could be Aquarius. This could be Leo. I think this person is wanting to understand their life, and this is about that. I don't think this is about them taking any kind of offer from anybody very seriously, because they don't feel like they can trust anyway. And they're trying to get to the bottom of that. All right. I got that. Okay. What else for Scorpio? Very strange, because it's like they want all this effort, but then it's going to end in kind of disappointment and sadness anyway. It's going to be all for naught, and here you are by yourself trying to figure out, all right, well, what do I do now? Well, they're like off on this emotional cleansing kind of quest or something. It's very disconnected. Scorpio. Much like this is right here. This is cold, isolated things, just neglect, that sort of thing. This could be a later in life relationship, but again, this is things working out for the best. So maybe it's just in that transitory time right now. It's kind of really still awkward. And yeah, that's for Scorpio. What else for Scorpio? Okay, so we got the King of Swords and the Page of Swords. Yeah. All right, so not really talking, not really communicating very little, not communicating either truthfully or just that it amounts to anything, small talk, that sort of thing. So the interest or the communication style is minimal because somebody is after the truth. Someone could take or leave your involvement or you showing up, except to explain things, but this is someone that's just fine with things being cut off. This could be them doing a lot of online research, a lot of online interaction and communication, learning, again with the whole quest thing, searching for the truth. Very, very unique reading, this one. The way it feels, it's just kind of, there's like these pockets, but nothing's connected. Very interesting. All right. Okay, I hope that was helpful because it certainly wasn't very positive. It's like they could take or leave your effort and your interaction and reaching out. It's inconsequential. I don't feel like this is moving towards somebody else. I feel like it's moving towards passion projects. I feel like they're really wanting to, their focus is on themselves and learning, not so much on connecting with someone else. Okay. All right, so I hope this was helpful, Scorpio. I hope to see you in the next reading. I really do hope it was helpful because this was a very interesting read. And I hope you find it useful. I hope that if your heart's still in it, that you see this and kind of consider whether you want to put yourself out there emotionally and be vulnerable again if this person doesn't really care either way. Okay, you take care. I hope to see you in the next reading.